Good morning, students. I am Babita Dhiman, science teacher of Mount Olivet School. Today we are going to start chapter 1, that is matter in our surroundings. Now, first of all, you must know what is matter. Matter is something that occupies space and has mass in it. Now, matter is made up of very small particles, and these particles have some characteristics. Now, what are the characteristics of matter? Particles have space between them, particles are continuously moving, and particles attract each other. Now, depending on the particles and space between them, there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Solids are having definite shape and fixed volume. Liquid is having fixed volume but not a fixed shape, and liquids can flow also. Gases are not having fixed shape and volume. Gases can also flow. All the three states of matter are interconvertible. Matter can be changed from one form to another by applying pressure and decreasing temperature. Now for the interconversion of matter, solids can be changed to liquid by fusion and again to solid by solidification. Liquid can be changed to gas by vaporization and again to liquid by condensation. Solid and gas are changed to each other by the process of sublimation. Now our next topic is latent heat. Latent means hidden because it is the heat provided to the substance without any change in temperature. It is of two types. First is latent heat of vaporization. It is the heat required to change 1 mole of liquid to its vapors at the same temperature under standard atmospheric pressure. Second is latent heat of fusion. It is the heat required to change 1 mole of solid to liquid without any temperature change. Evaporation and boiling are two terms. Both are there to convert liquid to gaseous state. But both these processes are having some differences. What are the differences? A substance boils at a particular temperature, but evaporation can happen at any temperature. Boiling is a bulk phenomena, whereas evaporation is a surface phenomena. Evaporation is very helpful to us in our day-to-day life as it helps us to drying anything. Anything can be drying clothes, drying pulses, drying anything. Evaporation depends on surface area, temperature, wind speed, and amount of water vapors in the air. Now our next topic is conversion of Celsius and Kelvin scale. These Celsius and Kelvin scales are two scales to measure temperature. Now how we can convert Celsius scale to Kelvin scale? To convert this we must add 273 to it. For example, to convert 10 degrees Celsius, we add 273 and it will become 283 K. To convert Kelvin scale to Celsius scale, we must subtract 273 from it. For example, if we want to convert 300 K to Celsius, we subtract 273 from it and it will be 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, thank you.